by the time you get there.
Right.
And I said, and then of course we said, well, we might not get there. And
you never know, right?
We might not get there, which you deal with, and it may be moot, but you get there.
Right.
And I said, and then of course we said, well, we might not get there. And
you never know, right?
We might not get there, which you deal with, and it may be moot, but you've put yourself out. You did 3 shows with us, 3 tape shows.
Yeah, we did.
We did 3 tape shows. You're on here tonight to help me, and we're going to have you back, okay? Because tonight is really setting the tone for what we're going to be talking about. So my audience, you know, first night back, we don't know how many are watching, and I'm sure they're listening to what's going on. I know several people who are watching, that are out there, and then of course this will go. This goes then on our website,
right?
Okay, and then it goes up on YouTube. I don't know.
It is. It's just such an important situation. It's not even. I mean, of course, for me, my situation is very personal. It's the most important thing to me. But it's an important situation for mothers, fathers, children out there who just don't know, who are trying to get through it and trying to get help and trying to do it on their own and just don't know where to go and where the resources are. And the decision, sometimes the decisions that is made that's inappropriate and how they can fight it. People need to know these things.
Yeah, and the differences. I mean, if you find out there's a, I mean, even I didn't know. I went into family court. I go into court. A mother made a motion that she needs the rights discontinued of her ex-spouse that hasn't been around for a couple of years, doesn't want the individual involved with the child. She and everything didn't pay child support, stuff like that. Hasn't been interactive with the child, but has come around more to, in her mind, more to antagonize her than really be interested in the child. And you know, we looked at some of the things. So she proceeds to initiate a process to take full custody, and the individual will lose their parental rights, which is an interesting process.
It is.
Well, in the process, in family court, I'm thinking, boy, you're poor. Everybody points you a lawyer, because I've been on the criminal side. Because if you're a criminal, if you don't have any money, you get appointed a lawyer. In family court, that doesn't happen.
You're stuck.
You're stuck.
You're stuck.
If you're bringing the process, you got to get your own lawyer. There is no giving you a lawyer. However, the other side, it was interesting because of the individual's resources. He's going to get a lawyer. They'll get him a lawyer. Okay, because in this particular case, he'll lose his parental rights. So they want to make sure that, boy, you lose your parental rights, that's it. There's no way coming back at it. So so they're going to protect the interest, and the person who initiated the thing, no, you don't get it. You're doing it yourself. You've got to.
It's hard.
But what was interesting is they appointed, even before anything else, they appointed an attorney for the child.
That they will do, right?
And the attorney did a thorough investigation. Ain't no fool around attorney. This guy is great. And child services also did.
Some of them are fabulous.
And did an unbelievable situation on the thing. And I had some documentations that I had received over the internet. I'm not going to put them out. I put them up on the other show. I got some pictures that I show. You know,
I know.
I'll leave it alone. I'll do it on another show. But I got some stuff that went up on the internet that I couldn't believe. that was sent me because somebody knew that I was involved in this, and they sent it to me. As soon as I got the photos, I initiated an investigation by the state police. I took the stuff, I went and said, hey, look, you know, and I faxed it to them, and they immediately went to check the situation, you know, and they couldn't believe it,
no, we're not saying that everybody, no one is doing it. There are some people out there that are working so hard at this and for trying to protect the children, protect the rights, and there's definitely so many families and so many children and not enough people to help. There's no doubt about it.
I hear you saying that, and I see, but there is a court, and I want to get it. There seems to be a court in our area that is not good, and everything's come out of that court. Now, I've been to other courts, and it's totally different.
Well, that was the other thing I wanted to say, because I've investigated a lot of cases that were out of our court here, and we're the one that we're talking about locally, and yeah, that is where the problem is. And I've actually helped somebody in another court in Connecticut, and it was a completely different situation. Yes. So you really have to wonder, and you really have to question what's going on.
Yeah, and I'm saying, and my thoughts, and of course, what I'm going to push for is, if that's the case, and we see it, there's got to be judges' names and certain people that will come up over and over and over.
They do.
And if you start to do the research on that, it should clearly identify who the individuals are, which happens when you do a federal suit or a class action.
It does, and I've done a lot of this research, and these names have come up. It's where do you go next with it? And I suppose maybe if this does become a federal civil class action, then it's going to come out.
That's where it's going to come out. And I think that's where it goes. We have tried other areas that I won't mention on the. I won't mention, but we have tried other areas, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure that they would rather have that type of thing happen, because it's like anything else in a case. It's very like the evidence that I have on the thing. When that's presented, I mean, that's clear and present evidence. Now, if you take that evidence and you show them pictures are worth 1,000 words, you give that to a judge. Then the judge can do something, because the judge can say, hey, pal, look at this.
Well, I've got that.
You wrote this. And
I have a transcript from one case and a transcript from my case with the same players where they said A in one and B in the other. It can't be both.
Yeah,
it's the same question, same situation.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So which place were you lying?
Yeah, where is the conflict?
Right.
Or you know, is it obvious? Obviously, there's manipulation and lying going on. Yes. And what was the reason? What's the conflict that causes one to do that? That's you know, that becomes the question. And no, as you see me glancing, you're wondering what I usually there's a machine up there that tells me my time. If I get too
if we talk too much.
Too much, right? I tend to talk too much. But this is the area that we're going to be dealing with, and it's really I think we're going to do what is guardianship. You know, we're going to be talking about what is guardianship, types of guardianship for minors, guardian for the person of a minor. I mean, it's unbelievable the amount of stuff that you go on, temporary guardianship.
And the confusion. And it's a lot it's very confusing. It took me a long time, and I read a lot to kind of get it clear in my head.
Yeah, it's different. It's you know, the guardian ad litem, okay? Well, you have the guardian of the estate of a minor, then you get a guardian ad litem, then you get the testamentarian guardian. Okay, it's like, okay, where do I go?
And you know what else is really important here that I learned, because sometimes you get before the judge and you get nervous, or I did, and you get tongue-tied, and you just yes sir, no sir, yes sir, no sir, if you're representing yourself like I do now. I've learned, I ask the judge now to explain it to me, Could you please explain that? Could you please clarify it? Could you please tell me exactly what it means? And I see you want to answer a call.
Yeah, well,
okay.
Good. Good evening. You're on Street Talk with Bob.
Good evening. I'm listening to the story here, and I'm very sympathetic to Bonnie there. And if there's any kind of fundraiser or any kind of event going on, you can call me in for support.
Oh, wow. That's very nice.